Here's to the finest crew in Starfleet.
When it comes to my crew, you won't get any argument from me.
This is a parody. Paramount owns the song.
Welcome to The Greatest Generation. It's a Star Trek podcast by a couple of guys who are a little bit embarrassed about having a Star Trek podcast. I'm Ben Harrison.
I'm Adam Pranica.
Code 47 this week, Adam. We're opening some packages that were sent in by friends of DeSoto. Again, I am notorious at the post office. They were mad at me for having so many things there. They have escalated in their passive-aggressive post office behavior toward me. Last couple of times, they've given me the, corrugated plastic bin full of packages. This time, pushed an entire hopper through the door.
Whoa, you got the laundry hopper situation?
Hamper is probably the word for it, not hopper. But, the wheeled thing with the canvas inside the metal structure. And she was like, yeah, you can use this and push it out to your car. Just bring it back and leave it by this door.
Yeah, try to remember to come back and return it. It seems like something you have a real problem with. That's a reliable way to feel bad for you. Just every couple weeks you go to the post office. Check on the packages.
You and I were talking the other day, and I was like, I don't know if anybody likes this segment or wants us to keep doing it, but they keep sending stuff. And
I know it's important for the people that send the stuff, and so that's why it feels like a meaningful thing to do, but yeah, I wonder if you're not one of the senders if this does anything. Maybe we should move this to a YouTube down the road and just make that its own thing. I don't know. But I don't want to take away, the thoughtfulness of the people who send this stuff in deserves to be recognized. And maybe shunting them over to the YouTube isn't fair either.
Who's to say? I would be curious. Maybe Rob can put up a post this week taking people's temperature on whether they would like a Code 47 Marin to just be its own thing, or if they like it in the show from time to time. But
Ben, I'm already looking at the poll, and there's actually a third voting button. Did you know about this?
Was it just stop doing the show entirely?
No, it's no matter what you choose, do we want Ben to still feel bad every 2 or 3 weeks? And that one's 98%.
I think we should probably get into this mailbag because there's a bunch here.
Oh, yeah. A whole laundry chute full of it.
Captain, I'm sorry to disturb you.
I'm receiving a Code 47.
Verify.
It is Code 47, sir. Starfleet emergency frequency.
Captain's eyes only.
All right, we're going to start with a letter. This one is from Rebecca, PhD, out of Chicago, Illinois.
How does Rebecca have time to send us a letter?
I don't know. Okay, Dear Ben and Adam, as a fellow elder millennial, I've so enjoyed your take on TNG and the other Trek series I love or tolerated in my youth. I couldn't help but feel you guys would have been similarly delighted by the surreal experience depicted in the enclosed photo and info card. Last summer, during a guided bike tour in the Burgundy wine region in France, the guide told us we were going to stop at our first vineyard for a tasting. I could not believe my eyes when I got close enough to read the name, as I had been thinking that I was exploring the homeland of Jean-Luc Picard. Apparently, Chateau Picard exists. Luckily, one other guy on the tour was also a TNG fan and equally excited, so I didn't look like a total weirdo geeking out. The French tour guide and vineyard owner were completely confused. I tried to find some swag to bring back for you guys, but all they had was this card, and my husband refused to sacrifice one of our 6 allotted bottles to bring back, to quote, bring back wine for those guys from that weird Star Trek podcast we listened to.
Yeah, that's smart. That's totally fair.
Anyway, thanks for all the laughs. I was a listener since I first read that Slate article, and you guys got me through the 2017 election aftermath when I couldn't stand to listen to NPR coverage of our new reality. Here's hoping we're not faced with a repeat this fall. All the best, Becky. Wow.
Shout out to Sarah Archer there for that Slate article. That's going way back there.
So, picture of Becky in front of Chateau Picard Actual.
Also, that's a fucking lie. There is no way anyone involved with Chateau Picard is completely unaware of the idea of Star Trek The Next Generation and Jean-Luc Picard.
Yeah, or like, are fans just not going there that much?
That's like asking directions of a French person in English and then just ignoring you. Like, that's what this is. They're just being French at you.
Maybe so. Oh man, you can stay in the guest house at Chateau Picard. That's something we gotta do at some point.
You get to see the very spot that Picard's mom hung herself. Wow.
Thank you, Becky. This next one is from Stefan out of New York, New York. And I'm using my, I think this is my NSA letter opener that a previous listener mailbag segment.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not listening to you right now.
I'm guessing the battery probably ran out at this point. It's just been sitting in one of those jars full of pens on my desk ever since. Heard me jack off a million times, probably.
Ugh. Why are those pens floating up out of the jar?
They have drone technology. They're trying to get away.
Reddit's new super hot thread is Ben's jack-off pen jar.
Oh. That's where you were headed with that. We have a letter here. Hi, Ben and Adam and Wendy and Bill. Sorry for the delay in sending this Xmas-themed item. I was just teetering on the edge of leaving this undelivered when I listened to a Code 47 note from Steven that could just as well have been from me.
See, people listen to the Code 47 segment, obviously.
People named Steven and Stefan listen to the Code 47 segment.
Those are two very different people, right?
Yeah. If Steven can do it, so can I. I started making these ornaments in 2002 for friends and family, and since you're such a consistent part of my week, I decided podcasters were close enough. Also included is my wife's mass gift, inspired by our recent move from Washington State to Washington Heights. Her introduction to Trek was through your podcast. After hearing a few eps in the car, she wanted to know what it was all about, so I showed her one of the best, Measure of a Man, followed by one of the worst, The Naked Now. That didn't scare her off, and now she's made it all the way to Enterprise. And she even married me. Amazing.
Wow. Good job by you doing that before marriage. Getting that part out of the way.
We met after the Brooklyn shows. No worries if you don't remember. Oh, we met Stefan, not Stefan met their wife. I told you about our recurring bit of singing any Asian word that comes up to the tune of tradition. Thanks for all you do to make us laugh. Stefan and Yvonne, maybe? P.S. Greatest Gen SG-1 when? Wow, one of the hot requests, Greatest Gen SG-1.
You never know.
We have sub boxes inside here. Oh, and we have, we've got several jars of everything bagel seasoning here. Yvonne's Uptown Everything Bagel Seasoning. And we got, I think everybody on the team gets one. This is great.
I only eat downtown bagel seasoning. That's great. It looks very spicy.
It does. Yeah, it's got chili in it. So I'm opening one of these. Oh, that's great. These are the ornaments. They're like a circuit board with LEDs printed on it. Let me see. Oh, it's got one of those pull tabs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gonna turn it on? Oh, there's also a switch.
Look at that.
Are the lights registering for you on camera?
They sure are. They look great.
Wow. There's also a button here. What does that do? Mode. Oh, you can dim it. Look, it's dimmable. Oh, and there's a blinky version too. This is amazing. How'd they do that? How did you do that?
Incredible.
Tremendous gift. Thank you very much.
These are great. Thank you, Stefan, and thank you, Yvonne. And I will get the other ones of these out to the other members of Team Uxbridge Shimoda.
Yeah. Maybe we'll distribute those at Star Trek Las Vegas.
Good call. This one is from Kevin out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Dear Ben and Adam, a while back I sent in a P1 to you guys saying I was hoping to see you in Cincinnati for the Share Your Embarrassment tour. Alas, as we know, that was not meant to be. Still, it was great meeting you guys at the Chicago show and gave me an excuse to take a short trip up there. Although you guys didn't make it, I did want to send you some things from the city that you can enjoy as a way of saying, sorry we missed you. It took some time to set up, so excuse the lateness. First, you'll find some spice mixes and kits I got from Findlay Market near downtown. It includes some Cincinnati chili spices and kit. I thought about sending you some ready-made cans of the famous Skyline chili, but they are often grease bombs, and since I have developed a parasocial relationship with Adam's GI tract over the years, I have listened to the podcast. I didn't want to do that to him.
I appreciate that. I've been a longtime fan of Chili John's, and that is also a very greasy chili.
Yeah. Is that does that do bad things to your lower half?
Yeah. Not a friend to the lower half.
This way you can make it to your liking and comfort, or just use the spices however you want. Second is some waffle mix from my favorite restaurant in the city, Taste of Belgium. I would have liked to send you some of my favorite beers from this place, but shipping alcohol gets complicated across state lines, so I sent you my second favorite thing. Third, I wanted to send you some Grater's ice cream, but obviously doing that directly would be a bad idea. So enclosed, you will find a gift card for each of you that has enough on them so you can cover an order of 6 pints as well as shipping.
That is so nice.
Amazing.
Wow.
You can mix and match any flavors you want. Though I recommend the black raspberry chocolate chip, butter pecan, or any of the sorbets they have available.
Let's do a Marin with like an ice cream taste test.
That sounds great. 1,000% in.
Yeah.
Thanks for all the entertainment you guys have given me and the FODs all these years. I hope that in 2025, when you're on tour with the one with the mashed potatoes whisk, that you can try again to make a stop in Cincinnati. But if not, then I look forward to seeing you guys in whatever city you can make it to. So that's from Kevin from Cincy.
Kevin, you are so generous. That is amazing. Thank you for your kindness. And thank you for reminding me of what our tour poster might look like for that next tour. Making the real star of that movie central.
Yeah.
To what's going
absolutely.
on there.
So we've got some kits for making Cincinnati Chili Mac, which I see spice packets in there with the macaroni product. We've got our ice cream gift cards from Grater's.
Amazing.
And I might be doing an injustice to the pronunciation of Grater's, but let's see. Gourmet herbs and spices.
Incredible.
Oh boy. These are real pretty. I'm excited about these.
They all look legit and not like ways to poison Star Trek podcasters.
Yeah, no glitter in these
Hey,
spice.
butt rub is one of them.
Yeah. Got to rub that butt, Adam. Butt's not going to rub itself. And we got some Taste of Belgium waffle mix, and that looks tremendous. I need to figure out a waffle iron so that I can use this.
Oh, you can borrow ours.
Oh boy.
Anytime.
Okay.
You should just come over for a waffle party.
That sounds phenomenal. I'll bring over both packages.
Make sure you don't enter in waffleparty.com though. That's gonna take you somewhere awful. Don't do that.
How about waffle with scoops of ice cream from this ice cream place?
That's the stuff.
That sounds amazing. Okay, 2 more packages here.
Okay.
This next package is from Jeff in Brooklyn, New York.
My name is Jeff.
And that box is fully printed and decorated.
This is I don't know how you even do this. This box, and you'll want to check out our YouTube for this Code 47. Check out the video of it. But this box has is cover to cover printed with references from our show.
You kind of look like a kid opening up a Nintendo that's been under the tree.
Yeah, I am embarrassed that this is not the kind of box that Podshop.biz ships merchandise out in, you know?
Yeah.
But I guess not everything on Podshop.biz is related to our show.
Well, if we were shipping more than one thing out of the store every couple of days, maybe we'd upgrade the packaging.
Yeah. There's more printing on the inside of this. Can you believe this?
I can't believe it. And what you've done, whoever the sender is, you know Benjamin R. Harrison and his entire family are wrapping paper savers. You best believe this box is going to be saved.
Nevertheless, the deed is done, it says. Good mental health.
Uh-oh. Now these are starting to read as threats. Ben, put on some PPE before you open up any more.
Oh boy, we got a sticker from the re-encounter at Farpoint here.
Oh, they're sending them back to us.
It looks like there's one for you, one for me.
Okay.
Hey, these stickers came out great. I never saw these. There we go. Here, dear Ben and Adam. Hey guys, the past few years have been really difficult for reasons I won't go into here. Some days Machine Bolt and El Farto are aspirational. Those are characters from my sort of defunct K-Pod show.
KPODD.
But these ridiculous and insightful pods you make and the communities that have formed around them have buoyed my spirits enough that I don't know how I got through life before TGG started. So thank you for TGT, the bonus feed episodes, the tours, streaming spectaculars, for those of us who can't get to a live show, and all the other pod projects you've done. Regarding the enclosed, this has been rattling around in my head since well before the pandemic. I wasn't really sure of the best way to execute the idea until recently. My friend of 20 plus years, Francis, started a certain Facebook group after Lower Decks Season 4, Episode 4, and everything fell into place. May these precious keepsakes contribute, or not, to your good mental health. Thanks again, Jeff Brady, co-mod of The Greatest Trek Twaining. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wow. All right.
More high spec printed items here. This one says the San Francisco Register Archives, unpublished articles, August 18th, 1893, continued. Samuel Clemens, interviewer unknown. After Mr. Data recovered from his explosive decapitation, he showed me the bridge of the Enterprise. From his station, Data imparted to me what he expressed as his favorite duty in the form of a poem which I share with the reader here. Life forms, you tiny little life forms, you precious little life forms, where are you? That one had a little something for you and a little something for me.
I just slid my cans off of my ears for that last part.
Okay, so another unhinged sign.
Ketchup.
Extra ketchup for pilot season.
More ketchup.
Jeff has included several packets of Heinz tomato ketchup. Oh my god.
To go along with a Mark Twain bobblehead doll.
Yeah, and these look like a commercial off-the-shelf bobblehead, but these are Code 47 Greatest Gen limited edition Mark Twain bobbleheads.
So are you supposed to cover the bobblehead with ketchup? So to evoke the idea of a bloody attack?
Yeah, that feels right to me. Wow. Pretty solid bit of business with this Mark Twain. Oh wait, he's got some packing around his neck, which is limiting how much bobbling his head is doing. Here we go.
He looks great. That is not one of those cheap bobbleheads. That looks like legit and good quality.
It kind of looks to me like it may be handcrafted. It's like you can see like the tool marks on like the folds of his suit and stuff.
Just look at him bobble.
It's really great. This is about a nice silent Twain is something I can really get behind.
Oh yeah, covered in ketchup, even better.
Wow, that is really great, Jeff. There's also one for you here, Adam. So
oh, thanks.
Next time I see you, I will transmit that to you.
Wonderful.
One final package, Adam. This one is pretty big. It's from Chris out of Maple Valley, Washington. You ever been to Maple Valley?
Is this a familiar Chris from Maple Valley? You remember the prop maker?
Oh. I wonder if that's who that is. My goodness. The complicated pack job here. This is like when my mom bakes me a pie and my dad packs it in a box and ships it to me. All right, got a letter here.
That is not how... That's not how pies work.
My dad is a dedicated architect of pie shipping materials. Oh boy, so here's a letter. Hey Ben and Adam, it was great getting to see you guys live again in Seattle. It was also cool to see that you were touring with one of the Riker Horgons that I sent you. I also caught a glimpse of the Action Galley playset I sent you on the video of the re-encounter at Farpoint. It's gratifying to see that the stupid things I enjoy making have found a home on the road with you. That's why I will share my embarrassment at hearing Adam say that his Horgon broke, spilling sand all over his stuff.
Oh, yeah, that did happen.
Yeah. I mean, they get a lot of wear and tear on the road, these Horgons.
They do, but I'm usually very fastidious with the bubble wrap and the clothing wrapped around it and so forth. Like,
I can vouch
like
for
your
that.
dad and a pie.
Yeah.
So am I with Horgon.
I can confirm that the sand was only there to weigh the base down and was not some lame attempt at long game sand-based glitter bomb. Adam said he would attempt to fix it, but now there's no need. I went right to work making a new one. Unfortunately, it took me longer than expected to finish because this time I also wanted to craft a proper housing for it. Enclosed is a new Riker Maneuver Horgon residing in my first attempt at laser cutting a box. It came out a bit flimsier than expected and is probably not durable enough for travel, but there it sits, awaiting those who seek Jamaharon. Hopefully, it can find a place on a shelf next to the Horgon. Also enclosed is a small supply of posters. I created a Riker Horgon consent graphic in the style of the Obama Hope poster for a shirt, which I wore to the Seattle show front row center. I thought you might find it amusing, but didn't know your shirt sizes, so I went with posters. Turns out it's basically the same price to print a bunch as it is for two, so I'm sending you these to dispose of as you see fit. Maybe Bill or Wendy would like one. Anyway, thanks for all the laughs, and keep making pod. I'd probably listen to anything you guys put out. Heck, Factory Seconds is literally just a podcast about what you had for lunch, and people seem to love that. All the best, Chris.
When you put it that way, that kind of stings.
All right, so I think I'm pulling the posters out first. Chris is a really gifted packer. The more I look at this,
hey, your dad could learn a thing or two from Chris. Look at that! Look at how good that looks.
That is tremendous.
We're gonna post pictures of this on our social media. a great-looking consent poster
Yeah.
featuring this custom Horgon.
You know,
Incredible.
consent shouldn't... It's like reading. It shouldn't need a poster. But,
It should already be fundamental, is what you're saying?
Yeah, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay. There are some assembly instructions for how to make a Horgon.
Okay.
It
Well, we
inc-
can do that later. It looks like there is some assembly required.
No, I think what we will find in the box is that it has been assembled. This is just documenting the process.
The box is beautiful. It looks wooden.
It is wooden.
It has many different shades of wood. I respect wood.
It looks like maybe this opens it. You flip the lever that asks, "Do you seek Jamaharon?" from no to yes, and the box does open.
Incredible. Hold that up to the camera. Wow. Version 2 looks far more detailed than version 1, and that's not to disparage version 1 at all. A version that I loved. Holy moly.
That is really something. I do have a Riker maneuver. Oh, let me hold up version 1 next to it.
You have an unbroken version 1.
I have an unbroken version 1. So
Wow.
the paint has improved, I would say. The texture, the luster, the fine details. Really phenomenal stuff. And it feels a little bit more substantial, I would say, as well.
I want to bring one of those to Jonathan Frakes. I bet he'd love that.
Let's do it. Let's. I mean, you're going to have to do most of the talking, I think, but I'm down for that as an adventure.
It goes without saying. That's like your catchphrase, Ben. It literally goes without saying.
Wow. Well, this has been a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody who sent us something for this Code 47. We have a bunch more stuff that came in since all of these things. So
If you're listening to the audio version of the show, go to our social media and you'll get to see pictures of all this cool stuff.
yeah, follow us on YouTube so you can watch the video. With that, we should probably pivot into episode here. We got a great episode of Star Trek Enterprise to talk about. It's season 1, episode 4, Strange New World.
You're the captain, sir. You're entitled.
Not entitled to ramble on about something everyone knows.